Hello and welcome to episode number 10 of season 3 of Empowered Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Michael Abney, and today I'm joined with
Marilyn Egan.
Hey,
I can't believe it's number 10.
I know, they fly by like crazy.
They do, and it's
and
so
they just
fun.
keep getting better.
Yes, they do.
And
Yes, they do.
today is no exception. Really excited about our topic to talk to you about today, but I'm going to let you introduce our guest for the podcast today.
Yes, we have a really special guest today. She's a friend of ours, a really magical person, Bridgette Kossor. And I will let her tell you about the work that she does.
Thank you, Marilyn and Michael. It's so fun to be here.
Yes.
So I've been a professional singer as my dream job and my vocation for, 35 years. And I'm also an energy healer, worker person. I'm an energy freak. I am all about energy because to me, everything is energy. Energy is everything. So when you're able to break through this kind of idea that anything is separate, because everything's energy, nothing is separate, it's amazing.
It is.
Absolutely. This is going to be so much fun because that's where we are too.
It's where we all are. Like, we've all been having them
Yes.
like crazy. I want to start off with the definition now. And today, in case you haven't guessed it, we are talking about breakthroughs from a whole different point of view. Mm-hmm. Maybe look at them a little bit differently after you guys listen today. Hopefully we bring something new and exciting about, I think there's a context for having a breakthrough in life because they're always preceded by the breakdown.
Yes.
So that's how they happen. But more specifically, we were talking about how it's so much faster now.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's not as much drama mama around it anymore. It's,
Thank goodness.
yeah. And I want to
Hallelujah.
take it even to the next level, because we got some powerful people in the room. And I know a little bit of something about breakthroughs, been having them and teaching people to have them for a really long time. But I'm going to start out with the definition
Yes.
of a breakthrough. A breakthrough is a sudden and dramatic change, an important discovery or development. That's the dictionary definition of breakthrough.
Well, that's pretty applicable. I mean, I would say that makes sense for what we're talking about, although they feel a lot bigger than that definition says, or they did in the beginning. And now it's kind of like a constant,
It's a stream. It's like breathing. It's
Yes.
happening
constant
constantly.
ahas.
Yeah.
all the
Even
time.
now, today, like, I will notice, like, have you ever had this happen before where you notice that you're just feeling a little off?
Yes.
I immediately, my next literal thought is, oh, I'm having a breakthrough. Tomorrow's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like that. I don't even skip it. But let's take it back old school just for a second.
Okay.
So I've known you for, oh my God.
You're pointing to me, Bridget.
Yeah. So we've known each other for a really long time. I hate
At least 10 years, maybe
longer.
longer
Yeah.
longer than that.
way longer than that. But we worked together on a project because breakthroughs have fascinated me for a really long time. I used to, teach classes and be involved in seminars where that was, talked about, broken down a million different ways, helping people understand how to get to the other side of that. So fascinating that I saw all of the behind the scenes work that would happen inside of a seminar. And I knew that wasn't getting out there publicly. So I wanted to create some sort of visual about that. It ended up being a documentary describing what people going through that process, what it was like before, what it was like during, and what it was like after. And that's where we worked together on a project, and you wrote that.
I
right?
wrote the breakthrough song.
You wrote the breakthrough song,
Yay.
which we're gonna, if it's with your permission, put this at the end of the podcast
Sure,
today.
yeah.
So listen all the way to the end. After that, you're gonna hear a really beautiful song about breakthroughs. So it is the words even today still.
Always applicable.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
It
It gives me chills.
the words actually, when the words came to me first, and I'm like, well, this is exactly what it's like. You know, you feel kind of alone. You feel things maybe aren't quite right, but you know there's more, but you don't know how to get there. And sometimes having that conversation with the right person will take you out of the down part, the breakdown part, help you understand how you got there, and then help raise you up to help you walk through to the next level, if you will, right?
Exactly.
Of where your life is going.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
that's really basic, but yeah.
That's it. And that used to, for me, it used to occur like a slower type of a process where it was elongated and you had to figure it out. And you had to figure out what was attached to where that. And now it's more just a feeling.
Yes. We don't have to excavate anymore. We can identify an emotion, maybe tap into that and look at it, but we don't have to hang on to it anymore. And then you can let it go and move out a whole bunch of stories that relate to that emotion all at one time, which is very different from when we first started going through this. So
Yes,
Yes.
we've gotten used to suffering a lot.
Yes.
And my feeling now is that when we're really anchored, really steady and solid in our own vibe, right? So who we are, our own vibe, it gets a lot easier to recognize that a breakthrough is more of an interruption in the stream of your vibe, that flow of who you are. It's an interruption in that, whether it comes from the past, and most of it does, right?
Yeah.
The interruptions mostly come from the past, from people around you. I mean, in this environment of our culture, our government, the world, there's plenty of things to interrupt your stream of your vibe of who you are. And when you start recognizing that, oh, I just got pulled out of my vibe. That's a breakthrough all the time.
Your awareness of it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not me. Now, we're talking about being connected, though. Nothing is separate. But knowing where I don't know what you're looking at, but I'm going to keep talking.
Keep on talking.
knowing what's your responsibility and what isn't is super. That's a huge breakthrough too. I mean, isn't that a breakthrough that we've all had?
Yes. Yes.
Even more specific, it's that it's the aha of, like, before maybe we did need to work the drama out of it or whatever that was. I mean, I remember them being very dramatic.
Yes.
And we did. You're right. We did
Something
need it.
simple
Right.
was
but
like
was
earth shattering.
huge. But that's because the vibration of the globe at that
Yes.
time was so much more dense. We had dense energy to
Yep.
bust through and break through more so than now. Even though there are things that don't feel good about our human world, the vibration in general is a lot higher. And that's why we can do it so much easier now. Plus we've
been doing it.
We've been doing
and,
it.
And not everybody might not be there at that space, but I believe it's now available before when it didn't feel available to us
Yes.
in the past. Does that make sense? And then something you were saying about the past, I wanted to, when you said, a piece of the past, well, I want to assert that past really is here in the now, that we've been carrying it and kind of unaware of it.
Right.
In which it needs to go back to its rightful home, which is in the past.
When it happened.
Right.
It's not happening now.
Right.
I'm not 7.
But I love how you
Right.
you take this into your own life, right? Like you have you sing for, I know I see for the nursing homes, right? Like
I sing for the elderly, yeah, in many levels of care. So nursing homes, dementia, memory care, like every level there is, yeah.
But that's healing, right?
it is very healing. I've seen miracles happen.
Share some.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the biggest things that I think changed my thought about what I did, because I've dreamed of being a famous singer since I was probably 10, 11 years old. And in my own fashion, I am sort of well known for what I do, but it's not what I thought. I'm not in stadiums of 30,000 people yet. But this work has changed my whole perception of what music is for and how we show up to do what we do. So there was the day where I was singing in a nursing home, and it happened that this particular group of people were lower functioning than a lot of other places. There was something special going on that day, and I was getting ready to sing the last song. Now, I'm a very intuitive singer, so You Light Up My Life was the song that popped into my head. I'm like, really? Okie dokie, I guess I'm doing that song. So I start singing it, and these two people bring in a woman in a very tall geriatric chair. And halfway through, I see that those two people are crying. I see that the activity director is crying. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, they must be really moved by the song. And I kept going. And at the end, I remembered to ask the activity director, I noticed you were all crying. Is everything okay? And she started crying again. She said, Bridgette, that woman is in the advanced stages of dementia. And her doctor said she cannot speak anymore. And she is so close to death. And she just sang every single word of that song. You light up my life. Oh. And like that, yeah, you feel it? That is, those are the kinds of things that can happen. That's a breakthrough. Like, talk about, that's a whole different kind of breakthrough. That breaks through so many barriers.
Yes. And belief systems, and actually more than belief systems.
It's a paradigm.
Yes, paradigm. Because they would say that's not possible. And now it is. You know it is.
And then I had a private client for about 3 years. She passed away in March. Became family. We became family with her son as well. And in the last 6 months of her life, her son gave me permission. He actually gave me permission the year before to start doing more intuitive work with her. I do some psychic medium work. I don't call it that because for whatever reason. But it's very connecting, energetic work. And so I would read her because she couldn't language what she needed anymore, how she felt. So I would read her. I would connect my high self to her high self and see what I got. And I'd get stuff and I'd give it to her son, who was very, very linear, but he took it and he used it. And then in the last 6 months of her life, he gave me carte blanche to work with her however I saw fit. And I started using touch, essential oils, and energy techniques with her and got information that changed so much for her. That was a break. And I taught it to some of her caregivers, which is a huge breakthrough.
Wow.
So there's some other kinds of breakthroughs. So yeah, there's we call it magic because in the moment it seems so not possible and miraculous. But really, to me, what it is, it's the biggest breakthrough that I've known so far in my world, which is understanding that I'm never doing any of this by myself. I am not by myself doing it. All the power, the energy, all of it, it's connected to everything. And that is where so much more information is available. And that is, I forget, day to day, I forget. And I go, oh no, do I have enough money to pay my rent? Oh no, my tire's going flat. And if I remember, when I remember, I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when I remember, because eventually I always do. I take a deep breath and let myself drop back inside and remember where the power really is. It's not up here in my head. It's like in my gut, connected to all the wisdom that possibly is there, all the support, all the love. And, you know, don't you know, things happen, right? And then things happen. Like this morning, my daughter-in-law asked, can you take me and drop me off to get my rental car? Happened to be across from Costco, where I got my tires, and my low air signal was on my car. I drop it off. There was a screw in my tire. They fixed it. Didn't even charge me.
Oh,
All done.
Yay.
Like that kind of thing.
Yes.
You know, I'm worried about money. And in the moment that I take a deep breath and allow the flow and don't contract everything, then there's space for what actually really serves me,
space,
which serves everybody.
Yes. And music does that. You know, we have these linear patterns that we live in, and then music gives it this wave. Just your voice, Bridgette, when you speak, gives that wave of energy. You have such power in your voice, whether you're singing or speaking. So that's fabulous.
So can I share a breakthrough about that?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you would think as a singer, I would be all good with my voice, right? Well, I have struggled my whole life being told I was too loud, too powerful. My energy is too powerful. It's too overwhelming. Oh, I've been told for years and years and years. And one of the biggest breakthroughs I had was during a time where I needed to suffer, apparently, because I suffered for a year until I finally broke through this need for other people to accept me as I am. The issue was I wasn't accepting myself as I am, and that was the breakthrough I really needed.
How did that happen, though? How did that sink in that you knew, not just on a mind level or a conceptual,
me?
But the thing that caused the switch? Because, you know.
So here's the deal.
Yeah.
I was
What's
born.
The deal?
Here's the deal.
What's the tea?
Here's the deal.
What's
Let me
the
tell
tea?
you the dealio.
Okay.
So I was born with this. My body is the way it is. It was formed the way it is with my vocal cords like this, with the kind of power that comes out of my mouth through my body. And the idea that it's not okay started to feel really ridiculous to me. Like, this is how I was born. Why is everyone telling me it's not right? Not everybody. And what's funny is people are okay with my singing voice. They're okay with that loud power, that when I speak loudly. For some reason, like, that's where it got all mucky.
What's the feedback? Like, what do people tell you? Like, just those things?
I'm too loud.
Like, who would tell you that? Who would just come up and say that?
I don't really want to go down the road of who. I mean, from my dad used to tell me that on the phone. Bridgette, you're so loud. Like, people have always, like, can you dial it back? Can you tone it down?
Can you dim your light?
Wow.
Can you, like, if I could curse right now, I would, but I'm not going to. I'm Jersey girl. I can put her over there for now. And I don't have as much feeling, like, bad feeling about it anymore. But the way that it came about, where it was really put in my face, this fear that I had, that it wasn't okay to, like, fully, I mean, I'm talking fully embody this thing, okay?
Yeah.
Fully embody what I am, the energy that I am. It got put in my face in a certain situation, and it was really obvious. I was in so much pain, but it was really obvious. Hey, wait a minute. This is not where you belong. So I have this voice that's big. I have an energy that's very powerful and big. I was built to sing and speak to a lot of people.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, knowing that I still talk to people, I still sing to small groups of people, but I'm built to connect and activate a whole bunch of people.
Yes.
Like, give me 50,000 people, please. There was I think the Grateful Dead did a concert at Yankee Stadium in New York. And my daughter-in-law showed me the picture of like 70,000 people. She's like, oh, I would never want to be there. I'm like, oh, put me on the stage, please. The idea of the music and what comes through, however we do what we do. But for me, It's my voice. What comes through that can connect all those people up and activate that light in them. I'm like rubbing my hands together going, give it to me. Now, not many people are like me. I mean, not everyone's built for that. They would freak out being in front of 70,000 people, and I'd be like, finally. So I learned a lot about what I'm built for. I came in this way, and if we don't fit, we don't fit. So then we start talking about the breakthrough of taking things personally, making them personal, because this was part of it too. I made what happened very personal. And when I stopped making it very personal and understood it on an energy level, this is my frequency, this is your frequency. And with some of us, we resonate, some of us, we don't. It makes it so much easier. And that's where some of the drama leaves. Because now it's not a personal thing about you judging me or me judging you. We start owning responsibility. This is my frequency, my vibration, where I do best.
Yes. And I absolutely love that description of how it is. The door
to something big.
Yes.
Did you see it?
Yes.
So I want to share what I saw. Because it affects other people in our lives too. Like when we shift, everybody around us shifts. So when we have the breakthroughs, because I believe they happen whether we want them to or not, you know, you can go down fighting or just allow them to move through you. So like after all those years of all those messages, you were just done one day and it's like, world, here I am. Hey, you know, deal with it. So that's what you did.
Oh, I don't even deal with it anymore. I'm just like, I'm here.
But that energy will shift. That'll shift people out in and out of your life.
Yes.
And so like that was the hit, was the frequency, which breakthroughs are, raising your frequency. That's what it is. Are. Going through that space.
Yes.
So when you
I love this so much.
So when that happens, there's all the other parts that I think could be attached to in some way that it must shift.
It has to. Everything in your life changes when you move up to a different level. Everything looks different, feels different, tastes different. And you got to go with the new or the vibration you're at as you move through it.
Yeah.
So, and I had no idea, Bridgette, that you ever felt that way, because I've always been like, oh man, she's got this fabulous voice.
Thank you.
I wouldn't sing in front of anyone. You know,
I want to, but you don't
I do too. But, you know, actually,
everybody wants to be able to sing. It's really quite interesting.
Yeah,
it is
because of how it moves and touches. It vibrates all the water in your body when you hear music. When you listen to music, it vibrates all the water in your body. So not only are you experiencing it through your brain, your ears, you're experiencing it fully through the water in your body.
Yeah.
Which we all know through the work of Dr. Emoto that's how the frequency again. So I'm seeing this on a whole different level, right?
Yes.
So there's like the ontological part, you know, working it out, but there's all this energy part that I didn't plan to we're going to be talking about today, but
it is.
This is amazing because this is the another level or layer to it. So after that happened in your life, like what were some of the things that were different now? Because I know you do an event every year, right? Is it every year?
Well, I've done it 3 times now.
Done it 3 times?
I've done I Am Enough. It's a body of music that I wrote and composed in 2002, 3. I released it in 2004. And I mean, it's crazy because I'm a singer, so I wrote the music. It's about the experiences in my life. They came out of my journals or my guided writing. And literally when I'm going through stuff and I need a breakthrough, I get guided to songs. And it's me singing the messages to myself, which is kind of bizarre sometimes. But it's so when I think of doing I Am Enough, enough isn't about just enough or more than enough. Enough is knowing what your fill is within yourself. That's what enough is. it's like knowing the fill. Like, where do you feel, that's the enough place?
I went to one of those. I think it was the first one you did at the Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
Loved every minute of it. And you wrote every single song, which was just fabulous to me. And you know what one of my favorite parts is? And you just triggered that inside of me when you said that, is when you kicked your shoes off.
I knew you were going to say that.
And I'm like, yes, there she is.
I did. I couldn't stand wearing shoes anymore. I had to take them off.
Yeah, it was perfect because I understand that feeling. And I'm like, there she is. That's real. I mean, you were real the whole time. But when you kick those off, I'm like, now she feels really good.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not a heel
perfect.
person. Like, I haven't been a heels person for a long
Me
time.
either.
And, you know, things, I was a singer, as a wedding singer. I had to wear formal gowns and heels and all the makeup, and I sweated through all of it because that's just how I've always been since I was a kid. But I want to come back to the theme. I Am Enough, doing that year at the Sheldon was a huge breakthrough for me.
It was fabulous.
Because it was a big risk to book the Sheldon with no money and do all the things that I did and have it professionally recorded and make a CD and write a book of it, all the things that I did. Afterwards, I was like, are you out of your mind? But it was a breakthrough to see that I could do it. Yeah. I was diagnosed with pneumonia 9 days before that performance.
Yes.
And nobody would have known because I did not cough once. I was amazed that I cracked like on two notes in the whole thing. It was really...
I didn't even notice that.
No, nobody would have.
No.
Nobody would have.
It was a miracle that you felt so good physically on that stage.
When I stepped on that stage, bye.
Yay. Yes.
I was in the zone.
Yeah.
I was so solid in my vibe. Mm-hmm. My best friend was there to sing with me, and she said, I have never heard you so grounded and so clear and so focused when you were singing this music ever. And I said, I don't think I ever felt like that, like I did that night. I just did the thing and tried to write out the stuff I was going to sing in between, and the universe was like, nah, you don't need to do that. I would try, it wouldn't work. And so again, breakthrough after breakthrough. All right, you don't need to worry about this. Just go and allow it to come.
And it was amazing. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's funny, after I do things like that, I kind of have a little down thing afterwards. Mm-hmm. You know, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, oh, I could have done this. Oh, did they like it? Oh, blah, blah, blah. They're my friends. Did they come just for this? You know, 'cause I had so many people. I would say, what was your experience? And they'd say, oh, I just came to support you. I'm like, you had no experience for 2 hours? That's kind of weird. I think you did.
Yeah.
But people didn't know what they were coming to.
Right.
They didn't realize they were going to be broken open a little bit and then connected inside and with each other. They didn't know what they were coming to. It was awesome.
It was
see you,
awesome.
hear you.
Yeah.
They came to hear me, yeah, but they didn't realize they were really coming for themselves and each other. And it was right after Me Too happened, the Me Too.
Yes.
Wow.
I booked the Sheldon in September. In October, the Me Too hit.
That was a year ago, right?
It was in 2017. Like right
2 years
around,
ago.
Dang.
like 2 years to now. Mm-hmm. And I sat and I cried. I said, is this why I haven't done this yet? Is this why?
Got those goosebumps again.
And I that day that it all came out, I saw all these women and men all over the world. Mm-hmm. Simple hashtag Me Too, which is a big deal for them. And then other people were telling their stories on social media. And I just sat there looking at it going, because I'm a Me Too, or I was a Me Too, whatever. Mm-hmm. It was that was a huge breakthrough. Oh my gosh. Yes. Breakthroughs happen on so many levels in so many ways. And again, it's like that, it's this interruption in what is always happening. And then it opens things up for it to be a little bit different, and then a little bit different. It's an evolution. We're always evolving. And we were talking before this, and you were talking about how people think, oh, I had that breakthrough, and now I'm done. I did it. Ha 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 ha, says the universe. Right. It's not how it works. It's not like there's not a there to get to like finish it. No. There's not a completion. It's just now it's different.
Yes.
And it's another layer peeled back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And another layer peeled back. You get closer and closer into your core. And you can feel yourself getting closer into your core. And then all kinds of wild stuff starts to show up. And you're like, oh, I'm not here just to like fall in love, like go to school, fall in love and get married and have kids and buy a house and
die.
Well, no, yeah. First you have to retire and go on vacations and then eventually
you die.
Now, I am not knocking any of those things.
No.
But it's the idea that that's the it.
No.
Right?
Right.
Because I always wanted to be a famous singer. I always had this vision. And by the time I was a teenager, I wanted to be a famous singer, but I wanted to help people. I have it written down somewhere from when I was like 15. I want to help people to not be in pain and not be hungry. And I want to be a famous singer.
I think you pulled it all together.
It's happening. And the hunger is not as much a physical hunger as it is this, hence writing something called I Am Enough, right?
Yes.
There's that space inside where people are hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hungry for who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
And you help them
to feel good about who they are. To feel comfortable in their skin.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many of us don't feel comfortable in our skin. And that leads me to something that's been hanging out in the back of my head. So for a good portion of my adult life, I have struggled with my body. I've actually struggled with it since I was a kid because I learned certain things about my body and other people. And, lately I can feel the push, and a breakthrough is coming. I don't always have a breakdown anymore.
But you have a feeling.
But I can feel that something's about to move.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it gets uncomfortable because we're familiar and sort of think we're safe where we are. And making a change, means a lot of things are going to be different. And so for me, like, not to get up every day of my life and immediately judge myself for what my body looks like. I had a writing where, oh my gosh, the guided writing that I get sometimes, we have our touchstones, our guides, or whatever people believe in, angels, God. And I had this one that said, we don't understand why you are so obsessed, all of you, with the shape and size of your bodies. They're systems. Like, what are you doing? Why are you so obsessed with that? Wouldn't you want to spend more time and invest more energy in understanding how to drive it and know how to connect to more and it's not what you think it is. So if you take your focus off of that part of it, you're probably going to do a whole lot better. That's so 3D.
Yes,
exactly.
It totally is.
And I find now as I catch myself more and more, because it's a background program, just like in a computer. We all have our programs, whether it's your body, it could be health, it could be weight, it can be that you work too much, it can be drugs or alcohol or food or shop, whatever your thing is, that's your background program that makes you do it, that's how you handle that energy. When you start to let yourself be aware of when it's happening, even though it's uncomfortable, it gives you power.
Yeah.
It gives you power because in that moment you have a choice. Mm-hmm. That's breakthrough, like
the choice.
Yes,
the choice.
The choice.
It only happens with awareness.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you just get back on the wheel and repeat it.
Yeah.
And with another person or another thing,
another situation,
until you get that aha where you realize that the huge observer part of ourselves has enormous power to transform when you're looking from that perspective, like being comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
You can be that anytime.
I sat in with a band on Sunday, and they were great. What fantastic musicians. And I sang with like the guitar player and the piano player, and then the rest of the band came out and they heard me singing, and they all rushed to get to their instruments, and then in 10 seconds it was over because I already sang the song. And I could feel like how excited they were to play with me, and I was super excited to sing with them. And I went back and I sat down, and as I was driving home, I thought, that's the feeling I want to have. I want to be in demand just as much as they are in demand for me. Do you understand what I mean? Their skills, their talent, their expertise, I value so much. And they value mine too. But because I play this little program in my head around what I look like, I squish myself. I squish my energy, and I only let this much through. Now it's much more than it ever used to be. But I'm like, no. The less that I focus on what I think is wrong, and focus towards what feels amazing and good to me, and how many of us have a hard time owning our gifts and what we're really great at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And why? And why? Why would we not be like, man, I'm like so good at this. I know I'm a good singer. I know I'm an amazing energy worker. I know that I am super, super tweaked in this life to connect people. Just am. We just do.
Yes.
I keep hearing your presence is your purpose. Your presence is your purpose. That's a huge breakthrough, because your purpose is not all the stuff you do. It's the presence we bring to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of these are tremendous breakthroughs for anybody to have.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel like I've done a lot of talking.
That's okay.
Good, because we're on a podcast.
Yes,
That's what we
right.
do. We talk.
And actually, I feel like anybody listening to this could be having breakthrough after breakthrough after breakthrough.
Yeah. So, I want to leave people with, because this is amazing, and I know we touched on some big stuff with the energy piece of it, which I never seen before, which is huge.
Yes.
But just kind of want all of us to, our takeaways, or our, what we want to leave people with wherever they might be about breakthrough. And I'll start with to tie in with what you were saying before about life has, and it's with all of us, I believe, I've seen it time and time again, where it gets you to a certain point, your past breakthrough will get you to a certain point, but what got you here is not going to get you there. So life is a constant stream of expansion, and what it looks like is these things that you were stating desires in you were just talking about. I want to be impacting these amount of people, right. So I felt the energy of that. So I know that that's available for you to just allow that to come right to you, right?
Yes.
So life's always providing us that context. That's the uncomfortable part. So when you feel that, it's hallelujah time, because you're shifting to the next thing that you've identified. And when you think about it and break it down, what a joyous stream of consciousness, or what a life to live when you come from, damn, this just keeps getting better.
Yes.
This just keeps getting better.
And more. And more.
And it's okay.
It's more than okay. Yeah.
It's how it should be for me, or how it's supposed to be. Well, it's the same thing. When you said that too, I'm like, well, of course, that's one of my circles. It's called, unlimited growth, because when we're not growing, when we're not moving forward, we're not creating, we don't feel that fabulous vibration. That's the discomfort that we feel. It's like, okay, I'm here. I've been here. I know there's more. Boom. Something else shows up for us. And it's about creating and having fun creating. And like this podcast is creating.
Yeah.
Creating together, creating this force field, this energy field, this vibration. I mean,
This way.
yes.
Rippling.
Yes. And that to me is what it's all about. We keep growing and moving forward with fun and creativity, which there's a time I would not have called myself a creative person, but that's really what we do all the time.
All the time.
So thank you so much, Bridgette, for being here.
Thank you. I think what I'd like to leave everybody with is take the time to know who you are and what that feels like. Because all the things that you're seeking are already in you. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard that. But if you think it's somebody else's job or someone else can possibly give you what it is that you so desperately are searching for inside, to feel good about yourself, to feel joyful, to feel valuable, to feel worthy or deserving or any of those things, you already are all of those things. Your presence is the gift all the time. So the more you're in yourself, the more you know what that feels like in yourself, the more of a gift you are. And everything that you do in life and give with all of your presence is, to me, like the thing. That's it. That's what we're here to learn and be. And that's how we keep elevating ourselves and each other.
Yeah.
Yay.
And it does take a tribe.
It takes a tribe. Yeah, you don't do it by yourself.
No.
Well,
Yay.
I'm very appreciative of our tribe that gathered here
you.
today. I'm so excited. Thank you
Yes.
so much for coming in.
Awesome and amazing. Thank you.
You're so welcome. And I hope if you're listening, I hope something opened up for you today. And I hope you saw that, having a breakthrough is kind of actually a cool thing. But if you have any questions for any of us,
Yes.
please feel free to leave your comment below and put your information in the description box so people can find you.
I will.
And after we go ahead, you really? You look like you were getting ready to say something, Miss Marilyn.
No, I'm just saying yay.
Yeah.
That was
Don't we
perfect.
just feel so amazing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally do too. But
Yeah.
you guys have a great day. Thank you for listening. We will see you on the next one. And after the outro music, listen to Bridgette's song "Breakthrough." It's amazing.
Yes.
Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank
Waving.
you.
Yay, we're waving.
How do I live this life in fear of the unknown? Waiting day after day, inside I feel tired and alone. Sometimes there's a glimpse of the life I wanna live, fades away so fast as though it never existed. Deep within my heart aches for another life, another way. How can I be free when fear God's love's gate? I need to speak what's in my heart, a way to say what's on my mind, a place that's safe to look inside, feel the pain to say goodbye, share my hopes and dreams with you, a simple conversation that helps me break through. Who knows held this inside. Takes so much energy to ignore and hide. To have someone willing to listen and hear. See the love I've been hiding behind all this fear. A gift beyond measure, no words could describe. Freedom of living in truth, in light. I need to speak what's in my heart. A way to say what's on my mind. A place that's safe to look inside. Feel the pain to say goodbye. Share my hopes and dreams with you. A simple conversation that helps me break through. From my lips to your ears, the darkness revealed, the secrets uncovered, old hurts seen and healed. I need to speak what's in my heart, a way to say what's on my mind, a place that's safe to look inside, feel the pain to say goodbye. Share my hopes and dreams with you. A simple conversation that helps me break through. Share my hopes and dreams with you. A simple conversation that helps me. That helps